Today I'll be going over the Year 9 revision materials you've received in tutor time. In front of me I have the science materials. The front page consists of some key diagrams. So you can see some cells here, you can see a periodic table, and you can see some state diagrams on this page here. Now, on this front page you have the topics which will be examined on your PPEs. So you have the biology topics here, you have the chemistry topics here, and you have your physics topics over here. On the next 3 pages, you have definitions from biology, chemistry, and physics. The technique I'll be going through today is learn, cover, write, and check. This will be more of a reminder of how to do learn, cover, write, and check, because you've had plenty of experience doing it in for homework and in other lessons as well. So, the first part of it is making sure you line everything up correctly. So what I'm going to try to do is remember the definition for inheritance at first. So, inheritance is particular characteristics received from parents through the genes. So I've read out the definition out once. Now I can either read this definition out in my head or aloud. So I'll read it once more. Particular characteristics received from parents through the genes. Okay, so I'm going to try to remember that again by myself without looking at the words. So, particular characteristics passed from parents through the genes. So, I'm going to look back at this. Particular characteristics received, I think I said passed. So, received from parents through the genes. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do now is write it out. So, inheritance. So, characteristics passed from the parents to the gene, no, through the genes. Okay. So, looking at that, oh no, so it looks like I've missed out particular, not a good start, characteristics, past received, so I'm going to cross that out and write received from parents through the genes. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite it now in green. So we'll try and avoid looking at this. So it is particular characteristics it was received rather than passed. Received from the parents through the genes. Okay, so particular characteristics received from the parents through the genes. Excellent. So you can take this further by trying to remember 2, 3, or maybe even 4 definitions and writing them out in chunks. Okay, and I know some of you have done this already when you do your homework. So for example, rather than just focusing on inheritance, I would have done inheritance and DNA. So I'd learn it, so repeat it again, and then write them out, and then correct it in green. What I'm going to do now is something slightly different to what we usually do in science. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to remember this animal cell diagram, and I'm going to try and label it out. So if I look at this diagram, I can see it has a certain shape and it has certain things which are labelled. Okay, so try and remember the shape. It's got some dots in, and those dots are, what are they? Oh, it looks like they're ribosomes. We have a nucleus, we have some mitochondria, and we have cell membrane. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and sketch it out. So there's a ground like a circle, there's a big dot in the middle which is nucleus. I'm going to label that. There was some dots. They were called ribosomes. There was something else, which were these, and they were the slightly larger dots, which were the mitochondria. And, oh yeah, I had to label the outside, and this was the cell membrane. Okay. So, I'll label it, so let me just see if I've got this right. So I had my cell membrane, which is here, had my nucleus, had my ribosomes, and I had the mitochondria. Oh dear, I forgot one thing, and that's the cytoplasm. Okay, you must have missed that out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover all that up, and I'm going to try and redraw it. So the dots and these. So we had the I think this was the cell membrane. This was the cytoplasm, which I forgot last time. This was a nucleus. And I feel like I'm missing a few things. Nucleus, cell membrane, cytoplasm. The slightly larger ones, which were the mitochondria. And these were the ribosomes. Okay, now forgive my writing, but that looks good. That looks good. Splendid, got all correct. So, you can see Learn, Cover, Write, Check can be used to help you memorize key diagrams and also key definitions. Now what I'd like us to do now is, using your science revision guides, I'd like you to learn, cover, write, check 5 keywords, and then turn to the key diagram pictures and learn, cover, write, check one of the diagrams. Thank you very much for listening.